Hello, my name is Jackie Kirkup. Welcome to Spotlight on Souris. Today is Wednesday, February the 5th, 2025. I have with me here, just to my right, Elanor Thompson. She is the secretary and the social media person for the Souris and Glenwood District Arts Council. Mouthful tonight, Jackie. And then to my far right, I have Heather Williams, who is no stranger to this table, and she is the past president of the Arts Council.
Mm-hmm.
So Heather, I know, was 20 years. You were a founding member. And
yes. Mm-hmm.
pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I'm glad someone has stepped up into your shoes, which I
Yes.
understand is Brenda.
Yes.
So
Yes,
that's
it is.
great.
Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah.
You can maybe
It's-
get to sit back a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Yes,
And
indeed.
yeah, so I'm going to turn it over to Elanor. She is going to talk about the upcoming trivia night.
Yes, so we decided last year to try a trivia night at the Legion. We have a very good partnership with the Legion, and they welcome us in, and we thought we'd give it a go to help offset some of our costs, raise a little bit of money,
Yes.
and have a social evening in the dead of winter for chase away the cold,
Yes, oh my goodness.
the cold nights. So our first one went over pretty well, and we had a different crowd of people than we see at our shows sometime. And we thought, well, this is a nice way to reach out to the community. So we decided, and a lot of people came and must have told their friends, because a lot of people came and said, when are you going to have another one?
Of course, they missed it, right?
They missed
now
it.
they missed a good time.
So we thought we'll try it again this year, because our last show was in November and our next show isn't until March. So we had a bit of a gap in there, and we thought, well, we want to stay out there with the public eye.
Right.
So we thought this year we would try 3 nights trivia.
Okay.
So we had our first one in January. Our next one's going to be February 13th at the Legion.
Okay. So that's next Thursday.
That's next Thursday.
Wow. February 13th.
I know,
my
February
goodness.
13th. And then our third one will be March 20th.
Okay.
So it's a fun night, and everybody's welcome. It's teams of 4, but don't worry if you don't have a team of 4. You can come with 1 person, 2 persons, 3 people. We will put you in a team and make up a team of 4 if need be. It's 6:30 is our registration. It's
Okay.
$10 per person.
Okay.
We start 7 o'clock sharp. There's no phones. It's very strict. We're very strict. And we play 4 rounds.
Okay.
So we're done around, we were done around 8:45, I'd
Yep.
say.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's not that late of a night.
No.
It comes with popcorn. We provide free Avalon popcorn.
Ooh,
And of course,
excellent.
there's beverages at the bar.
Right.
And one of our categories, we always try to have like a local slant to it, something, so that the people who come from Souris have a distinct advantage.
Yes.
If anybody comes from out of town, but out-of-towners are welcome too.
I remember a question about that from the very first
That's right.
trivia
That's right.
evening you held.
We try to celebrate
It was a stumper.
our famous people too, yeah. So it's a fun and social night, and this year we have something new. We have a rolling door prize.
Oh,
So-
tell me how that works.
So every time you come, you get to put your name in. We have a makeup case to put it in, because
Okay.
we're Arts Council, and our next show is going to be a play. But you get to enter your name, and then at the end of three trivia sessions,
Ah.
we will pull one name, and they will get a pass for 2 people to go to one of our
Oh,
shows.
that's a great idea.
So the more times you come, the better your chances are of winning a
I like it.
And we provide prizes. Our prizes are CDs. We don't have a lot of money to have a budget for prizes, but
No.
we have lots of CDs of great musical acts, some that have come to town, some that we wished we could have brought to town, but it's more for a fun night anyway.
Right, yeah. And people don't always need a prize.
That's right. It's just so much fun to be there.
Yes.
So, and like I said, we decided to have this because we're trying to raise some money. We've trying to help ourselves this year, because we've gone to the community and asked for their help again, which we have not done since COVID.
Okay, yeah.
So it's been a while,
Yeah.
and with the cost of everything
Oh, goodness, yes, it
increasing.
is.
So I'd just like to share some of our sponsors right now. If we
Absolutely, yeah, it'd
could
be
thank
great.
them
Yes,
again.
yes.
We're putting them on Facebook. We do one a week. Last week no, the first week, we did our operating grants, which is the municipality of Souris Glenwood provides us with an operating grant. And that covers things like the handy transit, right? And our photocopying, we get a reduced rent on certain buildings that we use.
Right.
We also get cash money too. So it's very nice that they
Yes.
support us,
Yes,
and we like to
absolutely.
think that we give something back to the community as
Oh,
well.
for sure.
And then we're also supported by the Manitoba Arts Council,
Okay.
which is the umbrella organization. Well, I don't know how it all works, but it's an arts council. So we have funding at the municipal and at the provincial level for our programming.
Right.
And then we've also, actually, our treasurer, Helena Gillis, went out and got us quite a nice grant too.
Yes.
Was that a federal one? That was
No, that was the MAC.
That was the MAC grant, yeah.
Yeah.
So we really do try to help ourselves
Of
too.
course.
But we appreciate the help we're getting. Our gold sponsor is Glen Tosh, Royal LePage, Martin Liberty Realty. We have several silver sponsors, and they are the Souris Legion Ladies Auxiliary. And I'd just like to remind everybody that on February 14th, it's their soup and sandwich
Oh,
lunch.
yes, I did see that advertised.
At
so.
the Legion again. So come for trivia on the 13th. Don't stay overnight, but come again the next day for soup and sandwich at
That's
lunchtime.
right, and it's Valentine's Day.
And it's
so,
Valentine's
you know,
Day, yeah.
Be a nice
Yeah.
lunch out.
And it would be a nice date night too, you
Would
know,
it?
a pre-date night for
Yes.
Valentine's
Very
Day.
good idea.
You know, have it out the night before, like who's superior in the relationship.
Oh, it just sounds like quite a little drama we're making up here.
Okay, our other silver sponsors are MNP, that's Myers North Penny, and Sadler's Greenhouse. Our bronze sponsors are Boulanger Construction, Justin Clare Souris Dental, Kowalchuk Construction, LT's Corner Store, Me and Haddad, right?
Yeah.
Me and Haddad, Souris Medical, and we also have some supporters this year, and they are the Avalon Theater, the Guest Room Brenda McKinney, and Legacy Studio of Fine Art. Every show you come to this year will have a beautiful bouquet door prize to win, courtesy of Legacies.
Oh, what a nice thing.
Yes, so there's a guaranteed door prize every show. And
Wow.
in fact, Allison's, there'll probably be two, right?
Yes.
Because we have a CD to give away
Oh,
for
wow.
that one
Yeah,
too.
we do.
So that's about it for my piece. I'm going to pass it over to Heather, and I just want to say Heather is one of our founding members, and we, as our newer members, really appreciate the fact that we actually have two founding members on our board,
Why,
and one who's almost a founding member.
Mhm.
So we're very fortunate that we
Yes.
have some of the people who've been around right from the beginning, and it's our 20th year, so
Yeah,
Heather's going
that's
to tell you a little bit
impressive.
about
All right,
it.
well, turn it over to Heather.
Oh, yes, well, yes, and like we say, we started out with each throwing in $25, so we had enough money to get somebody for entertainment, you know, that
Isn't
kind of
that
thing.
something?
And that's another one of the reasons that we're doing the sponsorship blitz and also the trivia nights is because entertainers, especially post-COVID, have gotten very expensive. And so if we want to maintain the quality of entertainer, we just have to raise some funds
Yes, yeah.
to subsidize it, eh?
Yeah.
And so yes, no, it's been fun doing this, and we know that the people of Souris appreciate the kind of entertainment we brought to town,
Mhm.
so that they haven't had to travel.
Yes, yeah, that's so, out your back door,
Yes,
reasonably pricing, and I know you
Yes.
work hard, you know, with the sponsorship so that the
Mhm.
pricing can be
reasonable.
for the community, and yeah, it's just amazing. I think of the shows that I've missed and that I've heard about them afterwards, and
Yeah.
it's like, oh my goodness, that was just happened right here in
Yes.
Souris, or you hear about a show you watched, and
Yes.
then you hear about them on the radio or
Mhm.
another community they've been to, and they've maybe have gone on and been quite successful, and it's like,
Mhm.
they sang in our stage, and you know who I'm gonna just bring up is Donna Merrill.
I was just gonna say,
I remember going to the theater and watching his show and was moved to tears on a few occasions. But to have followed his music career now, oh my goodness gracious.
well, and
He has done well.
he has, and you maybe don't remember. Remember, one of our first attempts, naive attempts, but anyway, we had a group of fellows come out, and they were martial arts,
Okay.
and and it was when Glenda McConnell had her Bad Boys singing group.
Oh, yes, okay.
I don't know whether your fellows were in
Well,
that.
they weren't in that group, but I remember.
Yeah,
They
so
should
way
have been
back-
in the group
yeah.
and not singing. But
Yeah. But anyway, and so we had it at the school, and Donna Merrill was one of the martial arts fellows, but he also sang as
oh my
well.
goodness gracious.
And that was close to the beginning of the
Isn't
Arts
that
Council.
something?
That's
Yeah.
bizarre. Did he
Wow.
sing while he was doing his?
No, he didn't.
Did he remember that when he came here to do
Well,
his
we
singing?
reminded him. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
isn't that something?
So we've had him a couple of times
Wow.
since then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, he's definitely
Oh,
someone
yes.
I've been following. Yeah, I
Yeah.
really
Oh,
quite
very
enjoy his
talented.
music. Mhm.
So,
Okay.
Anyway,
I kind
I'll
of
just-
sidebarred a little bit
yeah,
there,
that
but
was it. So I'll just go on with what we're
Perfect.
presenting yet. The next one is March the 13th, and it's the Manitoba Theatre Centre Traveling Tour.
okay.
They love our theatre. And it's called Murder for Two. I'll just hold up their poster. And you said it's two people.
It's two people playing multiple roles.
Yes.
It's a murder musical mystery.
Yes. So it should
Sounds exciting.
Yeah, exactly.
Their shows are always just
Yes,
top
they're-
notch.
They
and-
really
and,
are.
Yeah, very, very good.
We're
And they're
just-
playing like 12 characters or something.
Mhm.
Yeah. And we're just very lucky to be on their tour.
Yes.
And then in April, our shows are a little later this year. April are those guys, and they're from Winnipeg, and it's a group of fellows who sing a cappella.
Oh my goodness.
And we were to have them when
Before
COVID shut us down.
Oh
that.
goodness.
Yeah,
Oh, well, I'm
And
glad to
so
hear that
they're coming
coming back.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So, and then in May, on May 15th, we're having Alison Lupton, and she's a Celtic folk
Yeah.
singer from Ontario.
Okay.
Lots of different
Wow.
instruments.
Yeah.
Cool
Yes.
instruments.
Yes.
Yeah, she's over here.
Oh, there's
Yeah,
hers.
like
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
And does she have a band or is she just on her
Yeah.
own?
sings
no.
and does band. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
I'm not sure
Wow.
how many are
So-
coming. I think only 3, maybe. Not sure the
Not
whole
sure.
band's coming.
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
But
Well,
it
there's
will be
a great
talent.
lineup coming to town here
Yes.
Oh,
very
yes.
soon. Mhm.
Yeah.
They're actually touring in Europe right now. This Alison Lupton.
Oh my
Holy
goodness.
shit,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, these are amazing artists that
Mhm.
we're able to get, eh?
Yeah.
And so, and it's because of sponsorships and fundraising that we're able to afford them. And the grant from the municipality, that goes a long way.
It does.
And to keep our prices lower,
Yes. Yeah.
because that's important to us too,
Yes, for
to
sure.
do that as
Yeah.
well. So
Amazing.
I'll let you-
Yeah, our last concert too, we had our classical concert, and that's Prairie Debut, which also helps us out quite a bit
Okay.
with the
Costs.
with the costs.
Right.
But those two entertainers were both went to school at the School of Glengould, like
Oh
Glengould
my
School of
goodness.
Music. Like
Well,
these are
Yeah, they're not.
cream of the crop
They are so.
performers.
They
And
are
that,
so.
it was so funny because I heard our pianist playing in another group on the radio. They played like 3 songs in a row of their
Wow.
music. So
Wow.
here they were in little old, and they
In
drove through a
Souris?
snowstorm to get here.
Wow, you can't come to Manitoba.
Yes.
They're both Manitoba. They're both Prairie Boys.
Oh, well.
One was
They
one was
knew. No.
Manitoban, one was from
Yeah,
Saskatchewan.
they know about the snow
Yeah.
and the cold.
Gone on.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Wow.
So I guess our last thing is to just follow us on Facebook so
Okay.
that
Yeah.
you can. We try to keep lots of information on there. I try to post it to Souris Talks too, but not always. And I also post a lot of stuff with upcoming movie roles and things.
Yes, I noticed, I remarked to you and Elanor that
Yeah.
who who's doing the social media? And I said, they're doing a great job, and it's you,
Yeah.
and you are doing a great
Yeah,
job.
and I don't
Ooh.
always cross-reference those to Souris Talks just because it gets a little cluttered and it is more art stuff, but I post lots of different things on our
Mm-hmm.
website too. But if I think there's something, like I think they were wanting hockey players one time, so
Yes,
of course
yeah.
I put that on
Of course.
Souris Talks because there might have been some hockey
Yes,
players want to
yeah.
be in the movies too. You never know. Might have another slap shot in the making there.
Yeah.
So there's lots of information on our
Mm-hmm.
social media page, but we also meet every first Thursday at the Avalon Theatre
Okay.
at 7 o'clock, and we're meeting tomorrow night actually.
Oh, so you
And
need some people to come out and join
If
you.
anybody would like to join us, we welcome you. There's
Yes.
always lots to do.
Yeah.
We can get you another shirt.
And that was another thing. These two ladies walked in
Oh.
with these smart-looking
You
Arts
bet.
Council shirts, and they look great. And
Yeah.
Eleanor, tell us why that you decided to get
Well-
these shirts, because I think it's good.
Well, we thought, I think it was Karen, when Karen was on the board. She says, we have these little name tags, but not everybody had one, and we just thought a shirt would look nicer. So we got a logo. Designed. I said, let's take a picture of the Arts Council. Well, let's wait till we get a shirt. Well, we had to get so Kaylee Walker actually designed the logo,
Yeah.
and then we got the shirts made at
Yeah.
DBC here. But it was, which shirts do we pick up? We went through all of that, and then this logo, and yeah. So and then it wasn't quite right with. I don't understand all this subliminal printing and
Oh,
things like
goodness.
this. But
Yeah, you
anyway.
got me.
We've got our shirts, and I think he's got the pattern or
Yeah.
all the info. He can still make more.
Right.
So,
Well, just
Yeah.
great. You're going to stand out at one of the
Right.
shows, and
So
if a person
if-
has a question,
yep. So if they have a
Exactly.
question, they know who to come
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a very
Yeah.
good, nice look, and you look uniform and just
to. Yep.
yeah.
We try.
Yeah.
So.
No, that's great.
And even if people don't feel they have the time to be on the board, we always welcome friends of the arts
Mhm.
who, can help us out with an event or just support us in
Yeah.
Right.
however we need it. So
Yes.
they
Sometimes
can
we
let
get
us-
people to make cookies.
Yes.
Yeah, I know you have a crew that does
Yeah.
that for you.
We do, or
Mhm.
help move the set in. We actually have to build the whole set with MTC when they come.
Okay, wow, that's
So
a
when
big
they come in,
project.
it's quite interesting. So we
Mhm.
always get a few able-bodied people from the
Yes.
community.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I know
it's-
how well also that you treat these people when they come into town. So often
Yes.
you need to provide them a meal, maybe an
Mhm.
overnight.
Yeah.
But I know that you work hard with different restaurants in our community to do those kinds
Yes.
of things. But I love how you just make sure they learn about Souris
Yes.
when
we
they
try.
come here.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm glad you brought that up because the restaurants in town and some of the businesses help us advertise. We have table cards that we
Okay.
change out every so often.
Okay.
Right now, they are displaying our trivia night on one side, and on the
Oh.
other, it's actually our murder for two.
Oh, great idea.
And then each time we get our posters made up and we get these little cards, and they go up in all the restaurants, and
Okay.
some of our businesses will display our posters for us.
Right.
It's all about getting the word out.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
very hard, without a local paper
Yes.
and with the cost to advertise, it's
Mhm.
really expensive to advertise that way too. And so that's why if you follow us on social media, and I know everybody's not on there, so if people can spread the word, even that is being a supporter of us.
Absolutely.
And a
for
friend of
sure.
our group.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
we appreciate it.
So if anyone was looking to, say, sponsor or say express interest in, coming to a meeting, can they call one of you specifically, or how could
Sure.
some,
Yeah.
I don't mean to put you on the spot.
Sure, yeah.
Or reach
yeah.
out to one of the other
Anybody
board
on
members?
anybody, we're on we had a picture of all of us on
Yes,
Facebook
you
recently.
did. Yes,
All our names.
yes,
Hopefully people know one of those people. And
Yes.
if not, even send a message on Facebook would
Yep.
be great. We'd
Yep.
be happy to take your money.
of course. And when
And
people know
take your
people,
help.
right? So if you're unsure, if someone's unsure, just,
Yeah.
Yeah,
ask
just-
That's
around
right.
and
And
you'll
we
get put
do
in
really
contact.
appreciate our sponsors.
Oh.
We're very happy that we got some response this year. Really
Absolutely.
happy. It's hard to start back up. And I know everything's tight, but
Mhm.
we do try to support local.
Yes.
We push Souris, like you say.
Yes, you do.
And it's nice to hear performers want to come here and hear good
Mm-hmm.
things about us. We hear back from some of our performers sometimes about how well they were treated.
Mhm. And
So.
you have put a lot of work into making some rooms at the theater.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, better equipped
Mhm.
with things for
Yes.
when these performers come to the community.
Yes.
And-
That whole curtain was the Arts Council.
Yeah.
The curtain
yeah,
at the theater,
Yeah.
which
The
really
bathroom.
makes it look pretty.
Absolutely. And I like how that you're, you know, using the Legion for
Yep.
events, and you had one of your events
Yes, we
at
did.
the Legion.
Yes, we
so
did.
that was
Yes,
Yes.
we did.
different.
That was, that was
Mhm.
another experiment, but
Yes.
it worked out really
Yeah.
well.
And of course, I know you've been to the United Church, and
Yes, we did.
I've been to
Community
it
And the
there,
community
and
hall,
community hall,
and
so
the, and the Avalon.
yeah, it's
Yeah, we
nice.
spread it around.
yeah, absolutely, and it's great we have these
Yeah.
wonderful facilities
And-
here in our town.
Exactly.
And because of increased costs, we're looking at maybe some new ideas for next year. We might
Mhm.
be doing a few more smaller, more frequent but smaller things
Right.
at some of the other restaurants. We're just banding about ideas. So
Okay. Wow.
anybody from the community wants to come and help us and even to attend a meeting and give us some ideas
Yeah,
or some
perfect.
direction, because we're booking actually our acts for next year already.
Right. Wow. Yes, I
it's-
knew that. I know about that process,
Yeah.
and it happens early,
Yeah.
right?
It does.
And it's always, you know, who's available, what do people want,
Mhm.
how much can we spend, you
Yeah.
know, and it's hard to get the pulse of the community. And,
Yep.
you know, there's, with the arts, though, everybody can find something they like. You
I
know.
would agree.
Yeah, and that's why this Murder for Two is gonna be great, because if you like the theater, it's theater. If you like music, it's music. If you
Yes.
like mysteries, it's
There you
mystery.
go.
There you go.
That pretty much covers everything, I would think.
so. Oh, well, ladies, this has been great and very informative. And the energy the two of you are giving me is just awesome. It's so lovely to hear your passion about the Arts Council and the great things that you've been doing already. And I think great things are to come.
We're
Yes.
trying.
Okay, so
Yes.
tomorrow night's the meeting
Tomorrow's
at
night.
the theater at what time again?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Uh,
Okay.
And then the following week is our trivia.
Excellent. And registration at 6:30.
6:30,
Starts at
7
7
o'clock,
at the Legion.
Yeah.
$10.
$10
Okay.
for a night of fun.
I'm not going to tell the question that stumped my whole table.
Was it the one about the bridges?
Yes, it was. It was, yes. And my table talked a lot about the ice cream pail where all our cell phones
Yeah.
went into, and there were a few
We
of
did
my
too.
table were not going to give those darn cell phones up. It was quite entertaining.
We
Yes.
didn't do that last time.
Oh,
We
no?
just said, no phones.
Keep them in. your-
Everybody was good last time.
Excellent.
so.
Anyway, we talk about that a little
And you
bit.
know what, though? Wasn't it kind of fun to have an evening without the cell phone? out?
Absolutely, but I
Were you
kind of
actually
wanted
talking
it
to
about the
people?
bridges to see if I could get the answer.
Yes.
Oh, good. Well,
Yes.
always a pleasure, and
Okay,
of course,
thank
you're
you.
welcome here anytime to
That's
share
Great.
what's happening. So,
Well,
good.
we, we might be back to remind people about our
You
plan.
know what? Of course.
Okay.
Thank
All right,
you.
thank you.
Thank you.
This has been Spotlight on Souris for Wednesday, February the 5th, 2020.